Will they rise? It doesn't matter, divine feminine, divine masculine. Usually it's the divine feminine that awakens first, and she wants her divine masculine to rise with her. And it looks like, well, let's see. All right, we have the Fool. This is a whole new process. That cycle has closed, I feel like, for that person. That cycle of running, that cycle of chasing what is a band-aid, that cycle of avoiding, right? That cycle of just being the avoidant that they are. They're starting to see, ooh, I like this. They're feeling your rise and they are wanting to follow. Whether it's a conscious choice, it's probably not conscious, because often when we rise, the soul is in control, okay? The soul is always in control. The soul is what wants to evolve. It's taking your human being with it. You're participating in that. But for the divine masculine, their soul's in control too. And divine feminine, look, I love you, okay? I am you. But if you're still focused on that person, they're not doing the work. I hear that all of the time. They're not doing it. They're not doing it. It's because you're not doing it. I love you. I love you. But take your attention off of the divine masculine and put it on yourself. Because when you rise, you're going to take that person with you. All right? So this is a whole new journey that they're leaping into. They don't know what's happening. They don't know what's unfolding, but shit's changing for them. All right? And then we have the Ace of Wands. Their lower chakras right now are on fire. Fire. The last two especially. The groundedness, the root chakra, the sacral chakra. There's a lot of energy going on there. Maybe even you feel it in your body too, okay? Same cards I got in the last one. They are taking that time out. I think they have fought that. Or maybe they've already done it. Maybe they've already done the healing work. I don't know. But this speaks to everything new, everything being new. We have the Fool, Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, a new chapter in their life, taking a leap of faith. But are they going to rise? They're going to rise into everything, and they're going to get everything. You are going to have everything too, because you have chosen to rise. Maybe you're not all the way at the top. Maybe you haven't popped out and truly emerged into the divine feminine powerhouse that you are, but that's the journey that you're on. That's the journey that your masculine is on with you, all right? And for a lot of you, that person you're fixated on is not a divine masculine. They're a fucking narcissist. Leave them alone, all right? Yeah, God is in control of this. They are looking at all the ways that they've sabotaged things right now. Like they are gaining an awareness, and they're looking at, like, they're weighing, okay, I can stay in this life, I can keep running, even though they're not making sense of that. But like their soul is so dissatisfied right now with the choices that they've made. They know that they threw you away. They know that they discarded you. They know that they caused you pain. All right. But that's good. That is where they need to be, because that is not okay for the true divine masculine, or the divine masculine in the making, that sensitive soul that cares about people, that cares about you, that still loves you, that doesn't feel worthy enough to be with you. All right? That tries to everything to do for other people, but he can't even do for himself. All right? This is a conflicted archetype. And you have been trying to save this person for entirely too long. You needed to detach. You needed to do your own rise. They forced you into that, and it was like that by the design of the soul. All right? So they're weighing their own future. I feel like they're diving into spiritual practice, but they know that they don't feel worthy of you. They don't feel worthy of you. And that drive is what is literally driving their transformation. All right, we have Temperance here. They're learning to balance all the things in life. And I feel like they're coming to an acceptance of what exactly you were, what you are, what they will never have without you. Did you know the chances of that person finding another divine feminine right after you is less than 5%? Less than 5%. So, with all that said, in comes them. But will they come in a whole healed version of themselves? No. And you, divine feminine, y'all need to stop waiting for that person to come in back to you, heal and whole, okay? They're going to come back with a willingness to be present. And that is when you soften. When they're willing to come back into your life and say, I'm willing to try, I can stay, I'm willing to commit, but I'm still broken, and maybe we can hold hands and go get on that train together, that is what you're going to get. You know, and that is the work. That is the work. Y'all are waiting for them to go to therapy. Y'all are waiting for them to miraculously just change. Stop wanting that person to change. You change yourself. When you change, they change. It is energetically a thing when you are quantumly entangled with that person. So this person's in a lot of grief right now. And maybe you are too. But let them be. Let them be. Because their joy and yours is imminent. It is written in the cards. Release your expectations here. Okay? Release your expectations of this person. You're still pushing. You are still in that push obsessive energy. So come to my healing circle on Sunday. We'll try to maybe move you past that, unblock some of those blocks, and get you some information and answer some questions that you might need. All right? Love you. Bye.